Dirty Fish. It's the 9th of February, 2018. And I got to share this connection here with this entire crazy week in the Super Bowl ritual and the fact that I am getting in my spirit a pretty heavy sense of urgency that people need to understand what's going on here, okay? On the day of the Super Bowl, I saw this article, and I didn't really think much about it. I just stuffed it off in a tab and forgot about it. And then we all went on watching our satanic ritual go on here, right? Because that's what it was. And frankly, folks, this was probably the most powerful ritual that has ever been performed at a Super Bowl or an Olympics or anything for that matter. They were not messing around with this one. This one was to quite literally bring in and to seal the covenant of the Luciferian spirit, the spirit of Satan on this earth. I mean, from the magic circle with the piano, I mean, all of this stuff. That's crazy. The 88 keys, the triangle shape in the circle creates a magic circle. It's ridiculous. The symbolism and the power that they put behind this one ritual is just off the hook. You know, we all know about the purple. We all know about Prince. We all understand that. We all know that when they came out of the building, that they're declaring their Prince rising, it was put heavy on my spirit that we were looking at Satan's tabernacle erected on earth, declaring his property, if you will, and his covenant rests there, and his covenant is unleashed out of the tabernacle onto the earth. And that's what this symbol represents, which essentially is the Ankh, which is the male, female, the Eye of Horus, and this symbol here can represent many things, but the circle is the Eye of Horus, okay? So you have this representing some very powerful things, okay? For one, I mean, to think that they constructed this just for this is absolutely true. Just like all their other monuments and their grand architectures and whatnot all over the world, that's what they are. They're vanity. That's all it is, folks. Everything is vanity. Okay? So they show us this, and at the same time, I'm getting this 4,400-year-old tomb being discovered. Now, interestingly enough, this tomb, which was advertised and publicized pretty good for that day or two, and now it's gone away, this tomb was dedicated or built for, however they put it, for the goddess of fertility and motherhood named Hathor, okay? Now, you gotta understand, this dynasty is going back 2494 to 2345 BC. That's a very important time frame. Think about it. But Hathor, okay? This is all Nephilum stuff, folks. This is what is being given to me to tell you is they are about to unleash what little old Hathor here was doing back in her day, the mother of Horus, okay? With their Nephilim knowledge and all their black magic that they learned from the best. That's what they did. And these walls do not depict, as they tell you in the articles, monkeys dancing and so forth. This is showing how they would take DNA and create various types of chimera creatures, how they would go about the rituals, all of it. It's all right here. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. It has a tail, okay? Here's your little rabbits. They're doing something with the testicles. They're conjuring down here. I mean, this is insane. That's exactly what this all is. And what the message that I'm getting to give to you is that this has arrived. Things are going to start to be manifesting in this world that are going to make people literally die for fear. And this is the biggest announcement that's ever been made right here. It's just that simple. the connections we can throw at this as well are off the hook as far as timing, the seasons we're in, the signs we're seeing. It's on. It's on. Stronger every day, folks. So I had to just share this with you. They're telegraphing that these chimera, the pit, basically are going to be emerging. That's what it is. And I get confirmation after confirmation that I'm on the right trail. He even led me, check this out. The Father led me to even look at what it took to build that stadium. Everybody's looked at this stuff. Forgive me if I take a while to find this stuff. I have everything. It's just, there's a million windows. The stadium, he says, look into that. Not only the 44 that I'm seeing just everywhere, but he says look at when it was built between December 3rd, 13 and July 22nd, 16. So I do that, and it's 963 days, okay? 963, folks, in the occult world is extremely powerful. That is a combination of power for conjuring and for spells and black magic and whatnot, right? So it's 963 days. And then I'm just searching around about the tabernacle that Moses built in the wilderness, and I find this breakdown of it, which I will link, the sanctuary and the tabernacle. And oddly enough, it starts in Exodus 19:1 through 11, 9:11, and it goes through the time period, you know, and they only had 9 months to build the tabernacle, to gather all the materials, and so it explains it. They had 9 months, it took 6 months to gather everything and fabricate all the articles, and then it took 3 months to erect it. So there's your 9, 6, 3. And that's something he just showed me, and I was like, wow, that is crazy. This was in the cake for millennia, folks, just building up to this time we're in. And you need to be in Jesus Christ. You must know him and cleave to him. And if you don't know him, seek him. But first you got to understand that this darkness emerging is real. And that there's no escaping it. There's no hope in this dark world. The only hope is the light of God, Jesus Christ. It's just that simple. You know, I've gone through it all, folks. Don't bother with going through all the other, you know, esoteric and studies and all these things, because the Bible has it all. You got to open it, and you got to have a humble heart. The things they're depicting in these images, folks, I'm not kidding you. The world's just going to lie to you. This is horror central coming upon the earth. Plain and simple. Now, there's a couple other things I wanted to share with you. The fact that it goes back 4,400 years is crazy, because if we look at a timeline, okay, let's take a look at a timeline of the Bible. If we go back 4,400 years, and it showed you in the article, right, that you're going back in the time frame 24 to 2300 BC, right? Well, gee whiz, that puts us right in the smack dab middle of the flood. And then shortly thereafter. See that? Like right at the same time. And why did the flood come? What was the flood all about? There were giants in the earth in those days. And after. And if you look in different versions, it was Nephilum were on the earth in those days, and also afterward. And this dates us right back to the flood that they dump on us right during their giant ritual. You see where I'm coming from now? Things are coming, folks. That's all I can really say to you. Things are coming that are just not going to be pretty, and you need to be standing firm on the rock of Jesus Christ. End of story. And I think that's about all I got with you, but there you have it. I hope this makes sense and blesses someone. Seek Jesus today, folks. Time is short. Peace and grace to you. Any fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,